He's a good bull. We've got a solid 370 class bull, I think, down here that we're looking at. We're probably a good 3/4 of a mile away from him. He's got 2 cows, a calf, and another bull that he's hanging with, and they're just in some nasty rocky stuff. We're hoping that he'll bed somewhere where we can see him bed. If that's the case, Billy might get ambitious. And
I could run down to him.
Billy's a marathon runner, so I'm sure he could just run down and back. Sean and I might die by the time we get out.
You guys might have to pack him out, but I'll get the shooting done.
So we're going to watch him here for a little bit. This is a bull that Chavis has spotted and watched for the last couple of days on the other side of the hill, and he felt like he was a good bull, and he is a good bull. So
what are we going to name him?
I don't know.
Captain Hook?
No, we already have a Captain Hook.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Billy's bull.
Billy's bull. B squared.
B squared. Well, it is my birthday. Let's go get that, baby.
Well, triple B cubed then. Birthday Billy bull.
There you
go. So anyways, stick around. We'll see if things will pan our way and we'll slip down on that bull. Where we think that bull's bedded is just not in a good place. There's lots of shell rock around him, and he's just in a... We watched him go into an aspen patch, and he hasn't come out. And it's just not... Normally, we would have good winds in the afternoon, and we'd go in on something like that, but we just don't know for sure where he's at, although he hasn't come out of that aspen patch. But it's just... Gosh, it's just only 800 yards away right down there, but we're going to pull out of here and have a scouter come over here and look tonight and see what he does, and probably try to come back and get in on him tomorrow morning. So, unless he's in a good spot tonight. Just a really good bull, really good bull, but just not in a place where we can feel comfortable getting in on him. We don't want to buoy him out of here, so we're going to pull out and go have some lunch. We've hiked up into this big bull up here. We sent Steve the goat ahead of us to... You can hear a bull bugling up there, but we also know there's one over here. From what we saw down from the road, we think this one up here is a little bigger bull. But we'd like to get a little better look at this one, so we'll find out here shortly. Hopefully these are going to be still out milling around. We can go look at them and then hike up where Steve is. So, I'm going to make it. I mean, it's 44. Billy's only 37.
What do you think, Sean? What would you put him in?
I'm filming him right now.
Going back down. We just had a heck of a hike up to the top of this hill. We've been hearing this bull bugle for the last hour or so. My brother saw him this morning up here. Figured he was pretty good. But we finally got up here and we can see him. I can see him right now while I'm talking to you. He's just trying to walking and heading, following his cows, and they're going around away from us. So trying to chase him is probably a lost cause at this point. But it's good. It's exciting to be in on something like this. It's fun. You can hear him calling on all directions now. So I guess we'll maybe come back in the morning and see what we can find. Well,
He's coming.
it was fun for a minute. I thought sure we were going to get a shot at him. I would have taken a shot at him. It would have been too easy, too hard to pass up.
Just a really nice bull. Had great front ends, good pine length all over. Probably just a young bull. But I think, 330 to 340 class bull. And I think the wind changed a couple times. He may have winded us or didn't like my call or Steve's call or something.
And
We
I
tried
think as soon as I think he was bugling hard as soon as we tried to simulate the rub. I think he figured the fight was on and he turned tail. He didn't want to fight. But that's good. Maybe we were holding out. Maybe that was a good sign. I thought he was the birthday bull.
But it is your birthday.
I thought he was the birthday bull.
So anyways, tomorrow's another day. We'll get at it again. We've seen seen 3 or 4 good bulls today, so.
Okay, we made our way down the ridge line. We started out in the dark this morning and we know there's an elk down in the bottom. We saw him yesterday. Watched him go in there and bed down yesterday morning. So we've made our way down here and we can now hear him calling. And we've got a scout, my brother, on the other ridge looking at him, kind of helping us down here, guiding us down. So he's picked up some more cows. We're just above him now, probably a couple hundred yards, I guess. So we're gonna skirt around and try to get down here and get in a position where we'll see him and see if we can cut him off as he's making his way down with his cows. So I think we're in a good spot. Hopefully we'll have some luck this morning. He's a nice bull, probably a 370 bull. So hopefully we'll have some luck this morning.
We're down here, across from where we were yesterday. If you look up there, that's where we've got Billy's brother, Ben. He's sitting up there. We can hear these bulls down, the bull down below us. We can see some cows filtering down through here. So, we think we're in a pretty good position right here. We're just gonna kind of wait and hang out and see what happens. They may go down, get water, or they may come up right where they were yesterday, which is right here.
Well, we can see that bull. Unfortunately, he's over there and we're over here, 300 yards away. Upon closer examination, that bull, it appears there's something wrong with his left side. He just has a stub. For a G1, he either broke it off or it just didn't grow, and his left main beam shorter. So we're thinking now maybe he's only about a 350 bull, so we still like him. We want to kill him now that we've come clear down here. We're going to sit here and watch him, try to figure out where he's going. Yesterday we're right where he was at. So stay tuned. Day 3, Billy's hunt. Sunrise, San Juan. There's like 4 bulls over there. Crappy wind. I think this is the first time we've ever been up here that in the morning the wind's blowing downhill. We've got 4 or 5 bulls in here that we can hear. On across the canyon we can see. And the sun is in my eyes. So we're just waiting here to see what the wind's gonna do, if it's gonna change. We're about halfway committed to going back up or going down.
Three more days.
He's got a 7 pounds. Runs from about 18 inch. Is that a different bull?
We were on our way out, and that bull just all of a sudden appeared on the other side of the canyon. He didn't bugle or anything. Got in on this one up on the draw, and that one just was here. It was like an 8x6.
Come over to these cow calls. We've seen a lot of bulls this morning. I heard a lot. A lot of bulls. Get lucky one of these times. There's bulls all around us right here. This has been the most action we've had the whole time.
See, this is the difference between walking around on level ground and walking around on
I'll take
45-degree
this
slopes.
any day over the blues. Especially with the bulls that we've seen.
It's just so much easier to get on these when they're like this than they're like that, and there's rocks tumbling down below you. At least with a bow.
Yeah.
We're getting our butt handed to us today. Been on a bunch of elk in here, same place we were last night. Been on them since first light. Ran into some other hunters that kind of messed it up, and then all the horses with bells on kind of messed it up, and there's just still a few bulls lingering in here with a cow or two, and we're trying to get on them. That was a nice bull. If he would have presented a shot, we probably would have taken it. But
Probably would have. He was coming our way. Looked like he could have been a decent bull, but wasn't probably as big as I was looking for. But
we still got a day and a
bunch of 'em
half.
in there. A whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
I
there's a
don't know how
bunch.
many bulls we've heard this morning, but probably 20 bulls all over the place.
Bunches of bulls. Could hear one growler down in there. We're back to the track, see if we can get around and get in on this growler. So that's what we're doing, working our way back.
We're here for the day, so we're not leaving until we have one.
All right, let's go. He's narrow. He's just a younger bull. I don't know if you can see him right now, but you can see Billy right left center of the screen. He doesn't seem to be concerned about other bulls being over here. Billy actually saw this bull on the other side of the canyon. We looked at him, and he's just a really, really nice bull. Just long tines, a little short in the main beams, probably a younger bull, but definitely a 350, 360 bull. Just a great bull with a bow. We watched him go in behind this tree, and we have not seen him come out. And he's in a spot where it's going to be tough for one guy to get in there, so we just kicked Billy loose. We're going to stay over here and keep an eye on it. We have a pretty good route figured out where to go, but I just didn't figure it would be good to have a guide and a cameraman, or even a cameraman there, so hopefully we can catch it all from across the canyon. We're only about 500 yards away from this bull. He hasn't bugled. He's all by himself, doesn't have any cows. There's bulls bugling around him. And anyways, we'll see what happens, see how Billy does.
Wow, that's tough to swallow. Give me some water. Give me some water.
Here you go. How far away was he? 30 yards.
45 yards.
Are you getting ready to pull?
No, I could see him. He didn't know I was there. He was just rooting around.
Could you see him when you started up high?
Well, just barely. And the wind was changing. I didn't have a shot right there. All I could see was his head and his horns. He was all covered up with trees in front of him. I figured, well, there's an opening behind, and I mean, I was being as quiet as possible. I don't know what the hell happened. The wind was perfect. It was blowing right uphill. Shit.
Heard you.
He just all of a sudden jumped up and turned around. I don't know what made him. He either heard something or
Just a second swirl or something.
sensed it. I don't know. Maybe. He didn't know I was there, rooting around with his horns. All I could see was his horns. Just
Was he laying down?
yeah. Why we can't see him? Hell, there's a little hollow up there, a little bowl. Just like a little, there was deer in there and everything.
Yeah, you saw deer come out too.
I
He
can't
made a pretty
believe
good
that.
stalk though.
You
He's
did
nice
good,
and
man.
quiet.
For being lost, you made it to the right spot.
Well, I kept looking at the wind and it was blowing kind of this way. And I thought I need to get this way of that tree. And then so far I didn't know how far, if I should keep going up. So I saw you guys pointing this way. So.
Yeah, you made it right too. We didn't see you going across there, and then all of a sudden you're right there in the right spot. So.
He was just laying there. God, big old bastard. Son of a bitch. Ugh. I'm so pissed off. I'm just sitting there, just calming myself down. All right, here it is. This is my chance. I mean, I was hands and knees crawling out behind him.
We saw you.
I was 45 when I could see him laying down, but I didn't have a shot. You know, I had all kinds of shit blocking my shot. And I stupid, I thinking right then I should have a cow call and I could probably get him to stand up and then I'd have a shot. But I didn't want to whistle. I just was scared anything would make him bolt, so
Yeah.
I thought the best chance would be to get him while he's laying down. He was a good looking bull though.
Was he as big as we thought he was?
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing he's lacking is a little bit of width. But man, when I just seen those horns raking around from behind the trees, I knew he was big. I got him.
It was a great shot. It was a great shot.
Is it a kill shot?
Yeah, it's a kill shot.
He's a pretty good bull, isn't he?
Talk to me, Pop. Talk right here. Stand together.
Billy, how you doing?
Oh my God. We've been stalking these things. 9 years it took me to get that tag.
He made just an awesome 10-yard shot, 10, 15-yard shot.
God.
Drilled him like
He
a
had to
son.
turn his head sideways
I
back and
just-
forth to get up through those trees.
I kept mewing thinking he was going to stop, but he just...
You guys did awesome. Thank you, BTO. Nice work. Oh my God, that's a
just-
rush.
It's just a flood of
That
emotions,
is
isn't
a
it?
rush.
We've been
Call
chasing
Ben.
these bulls.
We gotta call him.
We've been chasing these bulls all night. And,
I was just about to give up hope. We've been in on 4 different bulls tonight. And every one of them, something went wrong. They winded us, something happened. You know, damn near took a 320 bull clear back there an hour and a half ago. Thank God I didn't, thank God. This is a nice bull. I'm so happy.
just a good night. They had a good rain come through. The wind has really been swirly, so we had to really go slow, and we stayed up on top of this fence. Fortunately, his cow came up, and he followed her. We were going to shoot him right here. We had him like 25 yards right there, quarter of the way, and then we saw his cow coming up, and he followed that cow up, and it was just perfect. Just couldn't ask for anything. And they're just going crazy. They're just going crazy.
We gotta call Ben. We gotta call Ben. Who's got a radio?
I do.
I think you dropped your stuff.
Ben, you copy? Ben, Craig, you copy? Where you at?
Bill, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, it's not the same bull that we passed down here before, they didn't know. Look at that. Oh yeah, he could barely go. Oh, this is sweet! Sweet! Where'd it go, dude? Well, here we are at the end of a fantastic hunt. Just Billy just made a perfect shot. We found this. He hit this bull just 10-15 minutes ago. Herd bull, had several cows, got intermixed with a whole bunch of cows, and boy, we were snuck right in him. Fortunately, there's a little bench right here that he was just in this low spot, and we were just right above him, and just just Billy made a great shot. His cows brought him right up to us, just great. I know that we had, you know, Billy's learned a lot about bow hunting. He's only been bow hunting a couple years, and he's putting in for this tag for 9 years, and it's we've had some frustrating close calls, but overall it was very rewarding.
Worth the wait. We spent a lot of days at different areas, hiking all over the mountains, and boy, you guys are right on the money. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more. This has been a emotional roller coaster, to say the least. I've been up and down and in on, I don't know, we must have been in on a dozen bulls or more. You know, stalking, we've, you know, no shortage of bulls out here, let me tell you. It's been a non-stop great ride, and Todd was right on the money. We got in on these bulls, and there was 4 of them going strong, and he told me exactly what this bull was going to do. He was going to come right back up in this little clearing, and sure enough, exactly what he did. You know, we waited a couple of minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes for him. I was shaking, my arms were shaking. I was just trying to calm myself down, and knew that I was going to finally get my shot, my chance to shoot. You know, at least pull my bow back and draw back on one. But man, I'm thrilled with this thing. These are some crazy animals out here, and I'm thrilled. I'm tickled to death. It's been a lot of fun.
Great bull, Pope and Young bull. Your first mule deer with BTO, and now your first bull.
BTO, these guys are the studs. These guys can do it. Thanks, guys. It was fun. I really appreciate it. It's a good job, Todd.
Thanks, Sean, cameraman.
Thanks, Sean. Right on the money, buddy. Packing my coat, filming us all right behind the action. So it's been a lot of fun. Can't imagine anything more. I'm thrilled. Can't wait to get my brother over here and call my brother-in-law. They're the ones that turned me on to BTO, and all 3 of us have got big bulls out of here. You know, we all drew this same tag, and you know, my brother waited till the last day last year to get his, and he was crazy, you know, going into the last day too. So it was a lot of fun too.
One day, we had 1 day left.
I didn't know if I could wait another day. I didn't think I could keep my my sanity.
Oh, just a great bull, man. Way to go. Congratulations.
Thanks, Todd.